Well, I think winter's almost over.
You think?
All March is on the horizon here. And so we've got to determine whether it's going to come in
We
like
need
a
to work
lion.
on our farmer's tan there, don't we?
I know. Well, we haven't had much chance. We've had 2 foot high snowstorms this winter.
That much?
Foot
Twice.
high. I know, twice. That's 24 inches.
Yep.
And so, what
Good
March?
math.
I know.
You didn't fall asleep in 5th grade, did you?
No. Ciphering was one of my best things.
Gazintas.
Gazintas.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's hope March comes in like a lamb instead of a lion. I like lambs and just tired of lions. Just tired of lions.
That's right. Well, hello and welcome to your old news update. I'm Izzy Fitz.
And I'm Bud Driscoll.
Let's shout out to our sponsors. What do you say? Eagle Crest Retirement Community, 1501 East Magnolia. Headley's Clothing, 1829 South 9th, and Smoky Hill Museum, 211
West.
Iron. Topping the headlines from
Oh,
yesteryear.
yeah. She loves you.
Yeah.
Did you
wanna
know?
Hold your hand.
Yeah, I don't really want to hold your hand, Izzy. But, let it be.
Let it be.
But, well, that leads into,
Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
That's you.
That's later.
Yeah.
Or, Hey Jude. Never mind. Keep going.
Yeah, well.
I digress.
He digresses a lot. But it was 50 years ago that the Beatles came to America, and it affected even places like Salina. So from February 24th, 1964, 50 years ago.
Ed Sullivan, really
Yes.
big shoe.
But what may in actuality be a test of sanity has appeared in the window of a Salina barbershop. It is a sign reading Beatle haircuts, $4.96. Do you realize how much haircut?
Do I have a Beatle haircut? I don't think so.
Well, maybe an insect haircut.
Yeah.
But, back in those days, $4.96 was a lot to pay for a haircut.
That's right.
It'd be like $50 today. Sure, it's
It
a gag.
almost is.
That's a gag, says Fred Salem, owner of the Kraft Manor Barbershop, where the sign appears. But if anyone comes in and is willing to pay that price for a Beatle cut, we'll sure give him one.
Darn right.
However, as we see from February 25th, 1964, if your high school age son shows up at home with a Beatle haircut, it probably will be because his school principal sent him home to get rid of it. However popular the four Beatles may have been in Carnegie Hall in New York City, in the halls of Salina schools, they probably wouldn't last long enough to give those shaggy heads a second shake. Salina teachers tend to view Beatles, however you spell it, as a variety of insect.
Exactly.
So there you go.
Exactly.
Your son's got a ticket to ride.
The
right out of
Beatles'
school.
haircut today would be considered short, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't it?
I kept longer hair than the Beatles now.
That's right. February 28th, 1939.
Ooh.
Back to what we know around here.
Yes, sir.
Knee-deep under the heaviest snowfall this locality has seen since the memorable Easter storm of 1920, Salina was digging out today, and transportation was beginning to emerge from the night-long deadlock brought about by the blizzard. The official measurement here was 16 inches.
16.
The moisture content was 1.56 inches.
Wow.
The temperature never fell below 26 degrees. The blizzard exceeded by 5 inches the heavy snowfall of April 7th, 1938, when 11 inches came down.
11.
But the granddaddy of all snows,
Ooh.
that of April 4th, 1920, the famous post-war Easter blizzard, still holds the record through by a scant margin of only 2 inches over the current storm. The 1920 snow measured 1.5 feet.
And that would be 18 inches. See? Using that ciphering.
That's right. Way to go,
18 inches.
Jethro.
Thank you.
Good job.
All right. March 2nd, 1939. Funeral service for Frank Whipple, 85, retired stonecutter.
Please don't squeeze the Charmin.
And Mr. Whipple, I don't know if he took any Charmin in the coffin with him, but the funerals were held at the Ryan Sullivan Mortuary at 2 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, but burial, which is to be in the Buckeye Cemetery in Ellsworth County, has been postponed until roads became passable. And, the toilet paper got there,
Yes, it did.
so we could squeeze them.
February 24th, 1914. It now seems that Miss Ollie Holcomb, the 17-year-old girl arrested in Gypsum Sunday on a larceny charge, may be rather the object of pity the object of pity rather than that of condemnation. The girl is said to be a kleptomaniac and to be ignorant of the ways of the world, although her mind is perfectly rational. She is now spending her time in the county jail in Salina. The ride from Gypsum to Salina was her first ride on a railroad train in her life, and she inquired innocently whether or not Salina was as large as Gypsum.
Oh, what a nice girl.
Yeah.
I wonder if the police counted their silverware when she left.
Yeah.
There may not have been anything left.
Or their toilet paper.
Oh, there, yeah, I went with Mr. Whipple.
Yeah.
Oh, February 25th, 1914. Salina may be the home of a windmill factory of large proportions, according to plans which are being made for the location of such an institution in Salina.
My, how times change.
I know.
The more they change, the more they stay the same.
I know, we're back to windmills.
That's right. That's right.
Windmills are good.
A little, well, hold it. I got to read the date.
Date.
125 years
It's
ago.
from the Salina Republican, I think.
That's right. February 26th, 1889. I was just a wee lad then.
It's just very weird.
A little of a bad thing goes a long way.
Oh,
The
no.
students of Kansas Wesleyan issued a little sheet called the Kansas Canary.
Hmm.
It contained articles detrimental to nearly every member of the faculty.
Oh, no.
It was supposed that the parties had vented their spite and would shut up. But it seems they were not yet satisfied, and Sunday morning came out with a disgraceful sheet that would have shamed the socialists of Chicago.
Not the socialists of Chicago.
Oh, those are bad dudes.
Yeah.
Mean things are said about nearly every student. Young ladies whose education and instinct place them far above any such work, slurred and made fun of.
Whoa.
It has gone far enough, and for the good of the school, the perpetrators of this scurrilous sheet should be found out and expelled. Such work would ruin any university.
Well, I wish I could get a hold of a copy of that.
Yeah.
It sounds like a fun read to me.
And it was steamy.
Ah, steamy. I love those kind of things.
That's right. Well, read more about the way things used to be in the look back section of Monday's Salina Journal.
And until then, we got a ticket to ride.
We got
We're
a ticket.
okay. And we'll see you yesterday.